How will you, first of all, just see what exactly is given here. There are two things which are given. One is causes, right? And the second is percentage of female fatality, right? Female fatality rate. These are the two things given. So you will take causes on the x-axis and the corresponding fatality rate on the y-axis, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So first of all, you're going to choose two axes here. I think let me do it here itself. Right. Now, important things. You have to name the graph paper properly. So this side you are taking causes, right? So write causes here. And on the y-axis, you are taking female fatality rate. So you have to write like this. Please write it properly. It's difficult to write on the screen like this anyway. So percentage, which is given in percentage. Okay. Right. Now, second thing is you have to choose some scale. Now, what is the scale? Now, see the causes are fine. They are not numbers. They are, one cause is reproductive health conditions, second is neuropsychiatric conditions. So these are not numbers. You can just put names. But on the y-axis, you can see numbers. Okay, 31.8, 25.4, and like that. So if you take like this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So will you be able to plot this 31.8 on your paper, graph paper? Do you think so? Yes, Jaslyn. Zeba, right? I cannot take this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Otherwise, this 31.8 will go out of your graph paper. You will not be able to locate
Yes.
it. So I have to reduce my scale. Now, how to reduce it? So this is 0, right? So instead of taking it 1, if I take it, like 2, 4, 6, 8, like that, I think then also this 31.8 will fall like quite higher, isn't it? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so first of all, try to understand one thing. You can take it like this 2, 4, 6, 8, and like that. I think I should also draw it again here. Now, try to understand one thing. For example, this is the page of your copy, correct? Right? Let's say this is your graph paper, like your page of your copy. So, don't draw the scale here. Okay. Why? Because you're only going to plot graphs in this quadrant, isn't it? This will get wasted, this will get waste out, this will get waste out. That means 3/4 portion of your paper will actually uh, will be wasted, isn't it? So if you can take your axis like this, for example, this is your paper. So draw only this quadrant. No need to draw all the three. Just mark your y-axis here and mark your x-axis here so that you can use the full space of the graph paper. Is that understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so mark it like this. So you take your causes here and you take your rate this side. So the full paper you can utilize. This way, please draw it. So if I again take my axis like this, so I'm taking like this. Now these are my causes and this is what female fatality rate. which is given in percentage. So if I take like this 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, then you have 12, 14, 16, 18, and then you have, I think I should reduce it further. So let's take it this way. Instead of taking 2, I can further reduce my scale. So I can take 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, and then 30, 6, and like that. Because my highest value, which I can see in the question, is 30. What was the value? 31.8 is the highest one I can see. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you have to name the scale also. So here on your y-axis, what is happening on your y-axis? So your 1 unit, see, this is your 1 unit, right? Or 1 block. So your 1 block or is actually representing 4%. Is that clear? Because this is percentage which is given on the y-axis. So 1 block is representing 4%. Is that understood? This is the scale of this graph. Okay, now let us plot it. Okay, so first is reproductive health conditions, which is 31.8, right? How will you locate 31.8? Now please remember, you have to leave equal spaces between the bars here. So if I start my first bar from here to here, okay? So 31.8 I want to mark. Now this is 32.8, right? Thir 31.8 question. Okay. Now where will 31.8? Now in your graph, if you can just expand it, so what you have now, try to understand this thing here. This is 1 block of your graph, right? So there's a middle here. Then you have 10 divisions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, and then this 10. Is that clear? This is the 1 block of your graph paper. Okay. So this value is 28 and this value is 32. So that means how much is this next one? You can do it like this. How much is 32 minus 28? So this is 4, right? Now 4 is being divided into 10 parts. So this is 0.4. That means the next division is 28.4, right? Next will be 28.8, right? Next will become 29.2. Then it will be 29 point, 2. Then it will be 6, right? Then it will be 30.0. Then 30.4. Then 30.8, right? Then 31 point, after 8 it will be 2. Then 31.9, 6, right? And then you have 32. So it is like this. Can you see that? Yeah, please respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now your value is 31.8. So again, it will be difficult to plot on this scale. 30.8 you can see, 31.6 you can see, then 31.8 exactly you are not able to see here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So you can just reduce your scale to, see, I think it will be more convenient. Just try to plot if you can take it 2%. That means if you are able to take this like this. Do you have this much space on your graph paper? Please try to locate it like this: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then you have 12, 14, 16, 18, and then you have 20, right? I think it will be too long, right? 22, then you have 24. No, I think it will be too long. It will be again difficult to draw. I think let us choose some different scale. You can, I think, take it like this also. If I take it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, then you have 30, then 35. That's it, right? So will you be able to plot 31.8 here? I think roughly you can plot, right? So try to understand now what is happening. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. See, this is happening. Like, for example, this is one block of your graph paper. So you have, let's say you have 0 here, and then the next you have 5, right? So that means this is how much? This is 1, this is 2, 3, 4. But I think you are able to see 10 divisions. So just 1 minute. Now try to understand. For example, this is one block of your graph paper. So you have 10 divisions here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Clear? And if this is 0 and this is 5. So how much is one division now? So 5 sorry, minus 0 is actually 5. So you are dividing 5 into 10 parts, right? So that means one division is 0.5. So this next is 0.5, then plus 0.5, that means 1, then 1.5, then 2, then 2.5, right? Then you have 3, then you have 3.5, then you have 4.0, then you have 4.5, and the next is 5. Is that understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So zero point 0.5, you are increasing. Now, if I take this, because I want to plot 31.5, so I take this interval. This is 25. No, this is 30 and this is 35. So this will be 30.5. This will be 30 point, sorry, this will be now 30.5. This will be 31.0. This is 31.5. This is 32.0. This is 32.5. This is now 33.0. 33.5. This is 34.0. This is 34.5, and then you have 35. Now your point is 31.8, right? So I think you can place it roughly. No need to show it very exactly. So it will fall somewhere here, right? This way you can locate it. Zeba, is that understood? So roughly you can locate it. Now, have you understood what I'm doing? So as you can see, this is the middle part. So this is the middle part. So it is falling a little bit below. So here you can locate it roughly. Is that clear, Jaslyn? Right? Okay, so now this time my one block is representing 5%. No problem. Now plot it. So first is 31.8. So I'm going to plot it here. So you have to do it. This is the height of this bar graph. Use a scale, please. I'm doing it roughly. Right? This is your first bar graph, and you write inside it reproductive. What was the question? Reproductive health issues. Health conditions. Okay. Right. Now next is neuropsychiatric condition is 25.4. So 25.4 you have to plot. Now see, you are going to leave equal distance. So next bar graph will be from here to here. Clear? Now where will the height 25.4? So this is 25. So this middle will be 25.5. So little below that. Okay. So little below that means up till here. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you draw it like this, and then you can write inside it neuropsychiatric conditions. Then your next value is injuries, which is 12.4. 12.4. So 10, right? So the middle will be uh middle will be 12.5, right? So just very little below the middle will be your 12.4, roughly, if you want to. So this is your injuries, right? Now next bar graph will be from here to here. So next is 4.3. Now where is 4.3? So the middle is 2.5, right? Okay, so 4 is somewhere here, and then 4.5 is like very slightly less than 5. See, actually, it's not a very good scale which I have chosen. You can change the scale of this question. Mm, what was that? Cardiovascular conditions and respiratory condition is 4.1. So if you don't have space here, you can write here also. Cardiovascular conditions like that. The next is 4.1. So it is slightly less than this because this was 4.5. So this is the next. Respiratory conditions, right, like here, respiratory conditions. And the next is other causes 22. So 22. So this middle will be 22.5, right? So very little below the middle here. So 22.5. So these are your other causes. Please do it with the help of scale. Yeah, have you drawn it? Yes, who is there in the class? Done. Okay, Jaslyn. Now come to the questions attached to this. So first part we have done. Now second. So which condition is the major cause of women's ill health and death worldwide? So which condition you see here? Major cause is this, right? Reproductive health condition. So second part you will answer like this. Reproductive health conditions is the major cause of women's ill health worldwide, right? Okay. Second, try to find out with the help of your teacher any two factors which play a major role in the cause in second above being the major cause. So why do you think reproductive health conditions are one of the major cause of women ill health? And this is actually true, no? Worldwide, women are suffering from reproductive health issues. So what do you think can be the major reasons behind it? So there are various reasons. You can just name two if you wish. First of all, in remote areas or in countries like India, there are lack of medical facilities. In rural areas, the women never go for such checkups, etc. So there are lack of medical facilities. It is still considered a taboo, to visit a doctor, and there are things like that. So much of superstition and everything. So, and lack of awareness or correct knowledge is another one of the fact. Lack of uh, correct knowledge of treatment. or awareness, you can say, of treatment. Okay, next question. The following data on the number of girls to the nearest 10 per thousand boys in different sections of Indian society is given below. So just understand the data first of all. So this is a section of society and this is number of girls per thousand boys. So in scheduled caste it is 940, scheduled tribe it's 970, and like that. Okay, rural it's 930, and you can see, lowest in urban, which is 910. Okay, now you have to represent it uh, with the help of a bar graph. So represent the information above by a bar graph. So no problem, now you choose two axes first of all. So here I'm going to take the section of the society, right? And here I'm going to take number of girls per thousand boys. So as you can see, your data is actually starting, it is falling between 900 and 1000. Can you see that? So you can take the scale like this also. Instead of starting from 0, you can start from 900, right? Next, you take 910, then you take 920, 930, 940, 950, 960, 970, 980, then this is 990, and the next will be your 1000, right? So what is the scale of this graph? So that means scale of this graph is, here your 1 unit is equal to, so 910 minus 900, that means how much? 10. You can say 10 girls, or simply write 10. Okay, so it is representing 10 girls per thousand boys. This is the scale of your graph. Okay, now you start making graphs. First of all, schedule caste is 940. See, if you take like 100, 200, so every bar height will be very, very close to each other. And if you take the scale like this, 900, 910, it will be very, very clearly visible on the graph paper. Okay. So first is SC 940. So I start from here to here. 940, as you can see. So this is my graph. So you can write SC, schedule caste. Then leave equal space and then take same width which is ST 970. So 970 is here. Please use a scale. This is your ST. Next is non-SC/ST is 920. So 920 you can see. This is non, you can write outside, right? Non-SC/ST. Backward districts 950. So in backward district, this is the ratio. Backward district, please complete. And then non-backward district 920. So you can write outside non-backward district. Then rural 930. This is rural. Next urban 910. This is urban. So we have represented with the help of bar graphs. Yes, Zeba, have you drawn it? Jaslyn. Yes, Jaslyn, have you drawn it? Okay. Okay, Jaslyn, done. So now second part of the question is, in the classroom discuss what conclusions can be arrived at from the graph. So by looking at the graph, what can you observe here? So where is the ratio highest? It is highest in ST, right? ST has the highest ratio, and the least ratio you can see it is in the urban area. So in urban area, the number of girls are least. So various conclusions can be drawn. You can write. First of all, note down maximum and minimum. That is one of the observation. So maximum number of girls per thousand boys is for ST, right? And minimum also you can write minimum number of girls per thousand boys is for urban, right? Then other conclusions we can see here, we can do comparisons now. This is the maximum and minimum we have written. Okay, now we can do some comparisons between the height of the graph. So we can say that number of girls per thousand boys is greater in so one time you can write is greater in, first. um, we can say SC and ST, then in non SC ST, right? That you can see from the graph. So in SC ST it is greater. Second, we can compare between, we can see that backward district has a greater ratio than the non-backward district. So between backward and non-backward, we can compare. So it's greater in backward districts, right? Than in non-backward districts. And third, we can compare between rural and urban. So where it is higher? It is higher in rural. So the ratio is greater in rural areas than in urban areas. So three comparisons you can make between SCST and non-SCST, between backward and non-backward, between rural and urban. This is an important question from examination point of view. Okay, then next third question. So given below are the seats won by different political parties in the polling outcome of a state assembly election. So A, B, C, D, E, F are the parties and these are the seats. So this looks simple, right? So you can like again choose two axes. So one side I'm going to take my political parties and hit this side seats 1, which is increasing in this order, right? Okay, so now you can see in the data, Jaslyn, just give it a look. So you have a value 10, then you have a value 75. So, it's a very scattered data, like 10 is also coming, 75 is also coming. So I think you can take it like this. If this is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, like that you can take, right? Highest value is 75, so up till 80, it's okay. So it's a suitable scale. So here, your 1 unit is actually equal to 10 seats, right? This 1 unit is actually 10 seats. How you calculate? So 10 minus 0 is 10. So there's a gap of 10, 10, 10. Right, now let's start. So A is 75. So I choose from here to here. So you have to leave equal spacing, right? The space you are leaving here should be equal to the space you are leaving here. Understood? So you have to leave one block only. Don't leave 2 blocks, one block only. Now 75 is like just the middle one. So here, and just join it with a scale. This is your party A. Now B is 55, just middle here. So it will be 55. This is your B. Please use a proper scale. I'm just drawing it roughly. C is 37, right? So 37, how do you locate? This middle is 35, then 36 and 37, the next one. So you can easily find out 37. This is C. Now next is D is 29, right? 29 means just, just below 30 will be your 29. So this is your 29. D. E is 10 exactly. So this is your E party. F is 37. So 35 and 36, 37. So just above the middle value. Little bit above the middle value here. Sorry, not here. It will be here after equal spacing. So this is your F. Please draw it. So there's a question that which political party won the maximum number of seats? That is quite visible, right? So the answer is party A or political party A. know, one maximum number of seats. Yeah, Jocelyn, done. Okay, so I'm giving you a homework question, Jocelyn, now. Please note the following data gives the amount of loans in crores of rupees disbursed by a bank during some years. So this is the data, Jocelyn. Now this is your year, right? And this is your loan, which is, in crores of rupees. So year 1992, this is 28 crores. 1993, this is 33 crores. 1994, 55 crores. 1995 is Again 55 crores, and 1996 it is 80 crores. So what you have to do here is, first, represent the above data with the help of bar graph. Second, with the help of the bar graph, okay, indicate the year in which amount of loan is not increased over that of the preceding year. So Jaslyn, you have to complete this question. You have to draw a bar graph and you will send me the picture, okay? And write your response also. And we will be continuing with histogram and frequency polygon. Two things are remaining in this chapter now. Let's have a test on Tuesday, Jaslyn. So I'll give you a test of this chapter only up till bar graph. Okay, so histogram and frequency polygon I'll not give in the test, up till bar graph and the tally marks that you have done, right? So there's a test on Tuesday, statistics up to bar graph, right? So bar graph means reading bar graph and then plus drawing a bar graph, right? Both things.